Welcome back to Second and Short. It is Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. College football is back. The NFL starts next Thursday. Football in general is just back, and you better not forget it, and we're not going to let you today. But don't forget, the MLB playoffs are right around the corner. It's almost the end of August, which means we have just about 1 month left in the regular season, and then it's playoff time. So, Colin, how you feeling right now about MLB, NFL, college football coming together?
Man, if you're a sports fan, this is the best time of our lives right now. We're ready to rock and load. Let's get it.
What?
We're ready to rock and roll. Let's
Okay.
get it.
Yeah, I was about to say I've never heard rock and load.
Yeah, it happens.
No, it doesn't. But let's get into the MLB recap. I'll start it off. Winners and losers. We'll start here. Getting the call up from the minors. My first winner. Two guys had some interesting situations for their call ups yesterday. We had Red Sox prospect Ceddanne, I think it's Ceddanne Rafaela. I don't know if that's correct. He's from Curacao. He was playing PlayStation and missed a couple of phone calls from his minor league manager, Chad Tracy, who was trying to reach him to let him know that he was going to the majors. Come on, man. You at least
That's
got to
all.
be looking at your phone.
Hey man, when you're locked in, you're locked in.
Yeah, what game do you think he was playing?
Oh, he's definitely playing the show.
Maybe.
Either the
Definitely,
show or
definitely
he was
wasn't playing COD.
nah. Either the show or he was probably running some Apex Legends.
Maybe.
I
Just
had
trying
to
to
get
get what is that? What's the highest tier called? Apex Predator or whatever?
Apex Predator, or even
Yeah.
just trying to get into Masters like the rest of us.
All right. Well, another good story comes from Twins prospect Cody Funderburk, who was on his way to the state fair to enjoy his day off for AAA, and around 3 p.m., he got the call and had to change his route. Instead of going to the state fair, he went to Target Field, and a few hours later, he was on the mound for his major league debut.
That's awesome.
And both of them actually had pretty good debuts. Rafaela recorded his first MLB hit on the first pitch he saw, and Funderburk tossed 2 innings, no hits, no walks, no runs, and 3 strikeouts in relief.
Man, that's phenomenal right there.
Yeah, especially both these guys late notice on their call-ups. Like, the fact that Funderburk was going to enjoy his day off and then a couple of hours later is on the mound at Target Field.
Yeah, man just wanted to go ride the Ferris wheel.
It's crazy. Crazy. Just wanted a funnel cake. And my first loser, though, is fans running on the field. I think we all know where I'm going with this. Ronald Acuna was out in right field against the Rockies on Monday night when a fan ran onto the field and hugged him and would not let go. Security was obviously chasing him, got there quickly, and had to pry the guy off. But while they're trying to get this guy off, another guy runs up and was a little too aggressive with it. Like, I get, like, you're trying to get to him, but also, like, it ends up where, like, as he gets to Acuna, they're trying to, like, catch that guy before he even gets to him. They're also still trying to pry the other guy off, and they end up knocking Ronald Acuna down on the ground. And then apparently a third person also tried to get on the field, but he was stopped by security before he even made it close to Ronald. How
But he's
crazy is that?
all I know is that if I'm Brian Snicker, man, I'm pissed.
Yeah, are we gonna have to send a
Just
security guard to right field with Ronald Acuna?
I guess. I mean, dude, imagine how crazy that would have been. Like he gets hurt because he got tackled by a fan.
Exactly. Like, you have no idea what could happen.
Yeah, like rolls an ankle trying to get away from the fan, and the next thing you know, he misses playoffs.
Yeah. Like, we see stuff like this all the time in soccer. It's a very popular one for it to happen because typically the stands are so close to field level that it's
Mm-hmm.
super easy for people to get on the field. So, like, you'll see it plenty of times this season with Messi in the MLS. He's going to get it. He's gotten it plenty of times before. Ronaldo gets it all the time. So, it's just not something we see in baseball a lot. Yeah, we see people run out on the field and, fuck around, streak, whatever. We don't typically see them go at the players like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, what are you doing?
And it's
Come on.
concerning because You don't know what those guys are going to do.
Yeah, and like we see it now. What's it to stop someone else from doing it later on down the road?
Exactly. But
It's I hope it's not a trend that we start to see more often in baseball because
exactly.
it's a bad look.
It is a bad look. But my next winner is Ronald Acuna Jr. because despite being attacked by fans, he recorded his 29th home run and 60th and 61st stolen base of the season, becomes the first player in history to record 29 home runs in a 60 stolen base season, passing 2 seasons by Ricky Henderson where he hit 28. And he was also 4 for 5 at the plate with a double, the home run that was the 29th, 5 RBIs, and 4 runs scored.
Dude's having an incredible season right now.
Yeah, he is absolutely killing it. And let's go ahead and talk about a guy that's not. My next loser, Luis Arias.
Mm.
Yeah, first
Mm,
time
mm,
he's been
mm.
on the loser side of this. But since June 25th, he's had a 286 batting average. And it is pretty obvious that his struggles have lined up perfectly with the Marlins' struggles because before June 25th, he was batting 400 on the season, and the Marlins were 42 and 30. Since June 25th, they are 21 and 31, and he's batting 286.
Jeez.
So it,
Yeah.
it
What?
seems like, how crazy is this? You need guys to get on base to win baseball games.
Yeah. I mean,
Moneyball.
what? What his average drop to? It's like he's still 350
Yeah, but
right now. That's absurd.
yeah.
To be this late in the season batting 350.
Yeah, my biggest thing is that he doesn't walk.
Yeah.
His on base percentage compared to his batting average is not very good.
He's a one tool player.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
is.
He can
Singles.
he can slap singles with nobody on. Well, he's got 5 home runs on the year, only 58 RBIs, and an OPS of 842.
Yeah.
So I mean, really, the only two good things are the average and the OPS.
Yeah, and the OPS is only good because of
It's average.
because his average. Like it's not typically you're carried by slugging and on base percentage, but the only reason his on base percentage is even high is because he hits so many singles.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, let's talk about a team that is absolutely killing it. The Seattle Mariners are the next
Yes.
winner. We actually were talking about them last week. It was either me and you or me and Luke that said that they have a chance of making a push for first place in the West, and they already did it. They are the sole holders of first place in the AL West. They have a 1-game lead over Texas and Houston. They've won 4 straight. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They've got 3 pitchers in the top 5 for whip. Luis Castillo, number 1, with a 1.0. George Kirby's number 2 with a 1.03. And Logan Gilbert is 5th with a 1.05. So the pitching is on par. 100% out of this world great. And then on the offensive side, they have Julio Rodriguez, which is kind of all you need. This
Yeah.
guy's insane.
J-Rod is surging right now.
Yeah, he's the first player in MLB history to reach 50 home runs and 60 stolen bases through his first 2 major league seasons, and became just the 4th center fielder in MLB history with 10-plus WAR over his first 2 seasons. That joins, I believe, Joe DiMaggio, Mike Trout, and one other guy, which are some good names to be with.
Yeah, dude.
It seems like every time I see Julio's name in a historical thing, it's him and Mike Trout, and that's the right kind of company.
Yeah, and I mean we've talked about it almost every episode with how before the All-Star break, J-Rod was slumping hard, but after the All-Star game and his hometown, he's just surging, and that whole team is right now.
Yeah, and he's also homered in 3 straight games, and he leads the American League in hits now with 153.
Yeah,
All
and I think
Oh, no, go
sorry.
ahead.
The other night, I mean, he just had himself a 4-hit night,
Yeah,
and then I've it might have ended. Is he still on his hitting streak? I think he extended it to 13.
I believe so.
Um, yeah, I mean, but not just that. Seattle, they got their 20th win just in the month of August.
Yep. They're crazy.
Like that. That's some Dodgers shit right there.
It is. And just for shits and giggles, they also have an offensive leader in Ty France, who's been hit 28 times by pitch this season, setting the Mariners franchise record and extending his MLB lead.
Damn.
So shout out Ty France.
Taking one for the team.
Yes, sir. He doesn't move out of the box. I
Oh,
used to be the kind of guy that if I was in the dugout and somebody moved out of the way of a pitch, I'm yelling at them that they should have stayed in there.
yeah, you just yell wear it, but
Yeah.
then you go out there, you move, and then it makes you look like a joke.
Yeah. Or you go out there, you get hit, and then you cry.
You hold your elbow and you're walking down to first base. You're just like,
I just want to go home. It really hurts.
and then you have the weirdos that just absolutely sprint
Yeah,
to
fucking
first base.
Brandon Nimmo, you piece of shit.
Like, yeah, we like hard 90s, but you don't got to do it every time.
You don't got to be a bitch about it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about a loser, the Rangers. Mainly because they play in a division with the Mariners, but also because yesterday was the first time this year they won a game in which they were trailing when entering the ninth. First time. Before that, they were 0-47 when trailing after the 8th and only had one win this season when trailing after the 7th.
Damn, so they're just not clutch.
Yeah. And their bullpen certainly isn't because they've also blown more saves than they've converted this season.
That's looking like some Will Smith numbers.
Well, that's because he's in their bullpen. So that
I was waiting.
could
I was
explain
waiting
it.
for you to say it.
Like,
That's the Will Smith effect.
yeah, Will Smith is literally their closer. It's not even Aroldis
That's
because Aroldis has been so bad in save opportunities that they had to get rid of him.
Did they not watch any film from when Will Smith was with the Braves?
I don't know.
Like, yeah, he's gonna get you your saves, but he's gonna blow just as many.
Yeah, like I'm gonna pull up his blown save numbers, real quick. But yeah, like this bullpen is abysmal. Like the fact that this team has been pretty successful for the majority of the season is kind of crazy because their bullpen has not been good all season.
Yeah, it's just because they score a shit ton of runs. I mean, their differentials, they've scored 731 runs.
Yeah,
So when you score that many runs, you can give up a little bit more. So like their offense, I remember they went to the streak where they were winning like 15-3, 11-1, and stuff like that, to where their pitching really they just had to put the ball in play.
yeah, but I can't find his blown saves for some reason. But nonetheless, they suck. Will Smith sucks, and it sucks to be in a division with the Mariners.
Mariners and Astros, even though they're ahead of the Astros, it's the thing was like when the Astros, when they get close to October and Michael Brantley's about to be back too, that offense is about to get real scary real fast.
Oh yeah, and they're playing
Verlander's
significantly-
comfortable.
Yeah, they're playing significantly better than the Rangers right now. So
Yeah, Rangers are about to find themselves just not even in the postseason.
yeah, right now their playoff percentage is only a 68%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like because. So here's the thing with Toronto. So they're right there on the edge, but they've got some injuries and some people that just aren't
Yeah.
playing well to where they're gonna fall. It's the thing that we could see Boston surge up and take that last wild card spot.
Maybe, but the Rangers would definitely have to skid a little bit to allow either of those teams to show up.
Yeah, well, Boston's only like what 5.5 back.
Yeah, but you got a month to play.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
get-
that much.
Okay, you get a Seattle surge and you're right there.
Yeah, of course, but I don't know. It's tough.
I mean, one of Toronto's main factors, Matt Chapman's out. He's on the injury list right now.
True.
So we'll see.
We'll
We'll see what Vlad's got in his back pocket.
nothing. Fucking donuts.
A whole lot of strikeouts.
But my next winner, Mookie Betts. The guy does it every year. He just decides that at the end of the year, he wants to turn the fuck up and contend with the guys for MVP. This year, it's Ronald and Freddie, and Mookie just continues to amaze. He is now the second player in MLB history with consecutive seasons of 35 home runs as the leadoff hitter. He joins Alfonso Soriano. Once again, good name to be associated with. And in his last 25 games, he's batting .446 with a .500 on base, a .782 slugging, That's an OPS of 1282. He's got 8 homers, 25 RBIs, 10 doubles, and 45 hits.
Jeez.
45 hits in 25 games.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah, like that's almost every night going out and getting 2 hits, almost.
Yeah, I think I saw like his WAR was up to like 7.2,
Yeah,
something
he's
like that,
crazy.
and like Acuna's is like a 6.6.
Yeah. And
So
now I believe Mookie on most sports books is the favorite to win NL MVP.
yeah, I mean, a a lot of people are like shading on Acuna just because Mookie's got him in most categories, but people are trying to shine steals as like a big part of the MVP
Yeah.
thing. Which I mean, yeah, steals is nice, but like how effective is it? Unlike Mookie, that's like exceeding in everything else.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll talk about that when we get to our MLB questions from Reddit. But
Mhm.
let's talk about a loser, Aaron Judge and his abysmal Yankees. Uh, he was certainly bad in this series versus the Rays. He went 0 for 12 with 1 walk and 8 strikeouts.
Jeez.
And it doesn't help that his team is just as bad as he was because the Yankees have now lost each of their last 8 series played on the road. That's the team's longest road series losing streak since dropping 10 straight in 1908 as the New York Highlanders.
Right now, the only bright spot in that lineup is Gleyber Torres.
And it's not that bright, it's just
It ain't that
significantly
bright.
brighter than others.
Yeah, he's like the only one that can keep like a consistent average, and
Yeah.
he's like the only one that's like producing runs.
Yeah. It
It's like,
is. It's hard to watch baseball.
yeah, like we've seen some really good things from Anthony Volpe, but we've also seen some really fucking bad things.
Definitely.
But
Um,
he's young, so I'm not gonna criticize him that much.
yeah, Volpe, he's got time, luckily.
The rest of the lineup,
They
get the
don't.
fuck out the league.
Yeah.
Make some room for the new guys coming up.
Well, the problem is the Yankees have no new guys coming up. They have Jason Dominguez,
Jason Dominguez.
which I don't think he even exists.
He's just
Yeah.
It's just the hype.
He's
That's it.
just a name and people just talk about him.
Yeah, it's just like, how have the Yankees not called him up yet this year with how bad their
That's what
year
I'm
is?
saying. I swear to God, we will never see Jason Dominguez play Major League Baseball.
He's just gonna be the minor league king.
Dude, he's going to be like 30 and they're going to be like, this is where Jason Dominguez lands on MLB Pipeline's top 100 prospects.
We're gonna see him in Bull Durham too.
We're going to see him on fucking Bad News Bears.
Ugh. Coach Buttermaker,
Yeah.
beautiful.
But let's just now that the winners and losers are done, let's just talk a couple of news things that happened. Jose Altuve hit for the cycle.
Mm.
That was impressive. I think he might have done it in order. I know he ended with the home run, but pretty solid. I think it's the first time he's hit for the cycle, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, you would think. I guess really he struggles to get that triple every now and then, but
Yeah, but
that's the hardest part of the cycle. So
true.
let's see. He doubled in the second. Oh no, doubled in his second at bat in third inning, singled in the fifth inning, hit a 2-run homer in the sixth, and then wait, yeah, and then ninth inning he hit the homer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, he missed 2 at bats and still
Yeah,
got it.
which is impressive.
Yeah, they won 13-5, so I'm sure he had plenty at bats.
Yeah, that's true. But let's talk about this. This is crazy. So the Mets made a tribute video for Max Scherzer for his return to Citi Field, which is outrageous.
That's so dumb.
And the fans booed the shit out of him.
I would too.
Yeah, like that's crazy. There's not even enough highlights to put on that fucking board.
Yeah,
He played there
come
a
on.
year and a half.
And he was shit.
Yeah,
Wasn't even good.
like he had moments. Of course, he's fucking Max Scherzer. He's one of the best of the generation. He's gonna have good games. Overall, he did not work out for the Mets.
Yeah. He helped the Mets officially take last place in the East.
Yeah, he he helped the Mets realize they need to rebuild.
Yeah. What a day. I never thought this day would come in the next 5 years that we see Washington not in last place in the East.
Yeah, I thought the only chance they had was if like the Marlins had some injuries.
Yeah, but
But
no,
no,
now
it's
it's the
a
Mets.
healthy Mets team.
Mets led by Pete Alonso and Daniel Vogelbach.
And Pete Alonso is likely getting traded in the offseason.
Yeah, send him to the AL. I'm tired of seeing him.
Please. Send him to
Let him
the
go.
Angels.
No, let
Send him
let
to
let him go.
hell.
Let him go to the White Sox because it seems
Yeah.
like he would fit in very well over there.
Yeah, he'd love to get knocked out.
I want to see him get in a fight with Shohei.
Nah,
Shohei,
I don't think
Shohei
Shohei
would.
fights, bro.
If Pete Alonso pisses him off enough.
Yeah,
Come on now, you know Shohei knocked the fuck out of some people.
I think so. Yeah. But let's talk about this. This is insane. Royce Lewis, who you may have known as a prospect that you forgot about, he has 2 straight games with a grand slam
Damn.
for the Twins. It's crazy. I don't know how many people have done that, but it's very impressive.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think Chris Taylor did it like 2 years ago
Mm,
when he went through that like streak in the.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did it in the postseason.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
because like that was like when everybody was like raving over him. But yeah, no, I mean Royce Lewis is finally starting to play good baseball that everyone knew that he could.
Yeah,
So he's really helping Minnesota take control of that AL Central division because
which isn't
they gotta
hard. It's not hard to take control of that division. It's
yeah,
just
but
it's hard to not be the worst team in that division.
yeah, I mean just last week we were talking about it got pretty close there between the three teams,
Yeah.
but now they've coasted to a seven game lead.
Yeah, they're chilling up top. But let's talk about this outing right here. Johan Oviedo was fucking lights out on Monday night. A complete game shutout, 9 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, and he didn't allow a single Royals player to reach second base.
Damn.
That is impressive. Though not a no-hitter, still extremely impressive.
Yeah, Bobby Witt probably broke it up, so
Could be the case. I really didn't
that
look
guy
into it that much, but
that guy's so good.
he is so good. And my final thing, another guy who is so good, Freddie Freeman. He is the first player this season to hit 50 doubles, and he's also the only one to hit 40 as well.
I mean, he's always been known for his doubles,
Yeah, but
even when he was in Atlanta.
13 doubles ahead of second place
Yeah,
is crazy.
That's why. Who's in second? Is it Matt?
No, Jaimer Candelario.
Oh yeah, he's been raking this year.
Yeah, he has always been just a solid extra base hit guy.
Yeah, he's a good player that's just been on shitty teams.
Yeah.
But now that he's with the Cubs, he feels like he's home.
Yes, but also they are a shitty team.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they are. They're 5 games back in the division.
Yeah, but I think they have a spot in the wild card right now.
Do they?
Yeah, they're second
Oh,
in the
yeah. I
wild card
forgot how
tied with
bad
Arizona.
the Marlins have been.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, they're still positive, and the Brewers have just been killing it.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, they're on a 9-game win streak right now.
Oh, yeah. The Brewers are crazy good.
Their last 10, they're 9-1. Like, come on now.
That's typically
You
how
know,
a 9-game win streak works.
man, shut the fuck up. But no, with their run scored, like their differential, it's like they're not scoring a lot of runs.
No, it's just good pitching.
Yeah, mainly coming from Corbin Burns.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Shout out the Braves. Highest runs scored, lowest, one of the lowest runs allowed. They were the lowest for a while, but I think it's now the Rays are lowest runs allowed.
yeah, by
Or
one.
no, the Mariners, 525.
Yeah, the Rays got us by one right now.
Yeah. But shout out, good pitching and good hitting.
Yeah. Yo, great. You see my guy doing some work over there in Baltimore?
Who?
Mr. DL Hall.
Hell yeah, man.
Him and Grayson Rodriguez, so they were on the mound the other day. They combined for 7 1/3 scoreless frames in their first game together at the MLB level.
Nice. Yeah, I know DL got the call up when Felix Bautista went to the IL. Hopefully that's not serious. He's on the 15-day IL. I guess he's having some UCL issues, which is concerning for how good he's been and how important of a role he's played for this team.
Mhm.
So Yenier Cano shifted into the closing spot. I don't think he's actually had like a save situation yet, but I know
I,
Shintaro Fujinami closed out the game the other day.
I think Cano's got 2 saves already. Just
Does
been
he?
sitting there. Yeah.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, no, it's good to see DL Hall because the first time he got called up, he had a rough outing.
Yeah.
Um,
Grayson Rodriguez has been pretty hot. A guy that probably has gotten a little too much disrespect from me this season than he
yeah,
really deserves. I think like his last 6 starts, 7 starts, he's got like a 2.5 to 3 ERA.
something like that. He's really just starting
Really
to
good.
settle in.
Yeah.
Like when high pitching prospects get called up, there's so much hype and so much pressure
Yeah.
around them that they usually fuck up in their first couple starts. Like we see it a lot with the Braves high pitching prospects.
Yeah.
Like we saw it with Jared Schuster. We thought he was going to be the next Max Fried.
Well, remember how much we hated Kyle Wright?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like,
Same with Elder.
yeah.
Like
But
when they
then there
first got
is
caught.
there is some guys where it's just they shouldn't have been that good. Like they shouldn't have been up. Like Bryce Wilson, he had like a couple of showings, and then we
Yeah.
shipped him off, and he's still bad.
Like Jacob Webb.
Yeah, yeah. He's starting to turn around a little bit though.
Yeah. But no, Grayson Rodriguez, he's finally just starting to settle in, get comfortable, and that's scary.
Yeah, definitely. Just kind of a playoff picture update. Your leaders: Orioles, Twins, Mariners in the AL, Braves, Brewers, Dodgers in the NL. And honestly, other than maybe the West, it doesn't look like it's going to change.
Yeah.
But
Really,
wild
it's
card
just
was definitely a different story. At least kind of in contention, as I'd put it in the American League. You have the Rays, Rangers, Astros, Blue Jays, Red Sox, and then in the National League, you got quite a few teams in contention. Got Phillies, Cubs, Diamondbacks, Giants, Reds, Marlins is kind of what
I
I'd classify. That's a 2.5 games out, and then you drop all the way down to 7 games out with the Padres.
I think I don't think there's like a way that the Phillies fall out
Yeah,
of the wild card race. I
agreed.
think they're playing way too good right
I
now.
think it's kind of funny that the Phillies wouldn't even have a wild card spot in the AL,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy now, especially now that everybody plays everyone at least, like one home
Mhm.
and away every year.
I think so.
Like, that's very surprising that it's this different on each side.
Yeah. But no, Bryce Harper is fucking raking right now.
Yeah, he is. He's also playing some questionable first base. I don't know
I'm
if you
done.
saw the play he made to end the game the other day,
Yeah.
but it was so obvious, like, it should have been a scoop. And, like, he went low and, like, had to, like, fall off the base to trap the ball, but, like, kept his foot on. It was a little awkward, but
He's still learning, but
yeah,
he's still playing it at a major league level.
he is.
So
And he's not doing a bad job.
he's making some phenomenal plays, diving to his left, diving to his right, and he's showing off the serious hops, getting up for those high line drives.
Yeah, and he's got a good infield to help him out. Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Alec Boehm, they're all pretty solid in the field.
Yeah, Bryson Stott, what a
Yeah,
guy he's turned out to be this season.
I know. He's been great. The average did drop a little bit, 294, but
Not too worried about the average when
yeah,
you have a chance to make a deep push in postseason baseball.
true. The numbers aren't desirable. I'll say that, but they're significantly better, and he's on a good trajectory. Let's get into some of these MLB questions though from Reddit. I'm pretty excited for these.
Yeah.
We got a good round of questions here. Um, we'll start with this one. What is your favorite team from a particular year or era that is not part of your team's history? So no Braves teams for us. What are you thinking?
Uh I'm gonna go. Was it 2014? The Royals World Series year
Yes.
when they had Alex Gordon, Alvy, um, Eric Hosmer. Like that team was just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good pick. Mine's the Big Red Machine. Never got to really watch them play, but I am obsessed with that era. Like you
Yeah,
had Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, Joe Morgan, Dave Concepcion, George Foster, Ken Griffey Sr., and Cesar Geronimo, all managed by a future Hall of Fame manager in Sparky Anderson.
yeah,
It's
that,
crazy.
that's insane.
And then my second pick for a team that I actually watched play is the 2015 Marlins without Jose Urena.
Okay,
Everybody but Jose Urena on that team I loved.
so what is that? Is that the year it was like Yelich,
So
Stanton,
yeah, you had your
Zuna,
outfield was literally Yelich in left or Yelich in right, Ozuna in center, Stanton in left.
and that was a healthy Ozuna too,
Yeah,
so he can move.
exactly. And then you also had, like you said, Ramuto. You had Justin Bohr at first base. You had Ichiro coming off the bench. You
Good.
had Derek
Jose,
Dietrich coming off the bench.
is that when they had Jose Reyes too, or no?
Maybe. I can't
I'm
remember.
trying to think.
But then you also obviously had Jose Fernandez. Like that team was awesome.
Yeah. No, I like that pick. I mean, also we could also talk about Red Sox back when they had Mookie.
True. Like that 2016, right?
Yeah, what is it? It was Mookie,
Big Poppy,
Big
Pablo,
Poppy, dude.
right?
Like that team.
Pablo Sandoval was on that
Yeah,
team.
Pablo
Yeah.
Sandoval was on that team. Um,
Dustin
look,
Pedroia, of course.
yeah, I could not think of his name for some freaking
Jackie
stupid.
Bradley Jr., I think, was part of that team.
Overall, like that team was just fun to watch. It's like because when these guys first get called up to the league and everything like that, it's just exciting. And then
Yeah. They had
I always
a
love,
young Bogarts was on that team
yeah.
as well.
I never got to watch Big Poppy like in person, but he was probably
Yeah.
one of my favorite hitters to watch growing up.
Yeah. Same for me. But the next one, instead of looking back, let's look forward. Who will be the next league-wide superstars? So, like right now, obviously there's quite a few. We're in a very good era of talent in baseball. So, like the guys at the top, the guys like Acuna, um, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, like that class of guys. Who do you think is the next generation of those?
All right, so how many we doing? Like 3?
I've got 5 listed here.
All right, so we'll do like top 5.
Yeah.
All right, well you gotta put J Rod up there.
Yes.
All right, next I'm going with my guy. I'm going Bobby Witt.
Okay. I like it.
Bobby Witt's definitely gonna be up there. Um, dude, it's when I'm trying to think about like who's like young enough to be considered league wide superstars.
Yeah.
Because like I don't want to like say people that like are good now, but don't have that long of a career anymore.
True. Like
You
there is guys with quite a lot of time to go, but I'm more thinking of like the guys that maybe not every MLB fan knows a lot about these guys yet, or maybe they're not even in the league yet,
yeah.
but they're gonna be emerging as like on the pitching side. They're gonna be the Justin Verlanders of this generation that's coming. They're gonna be the Freddie Freemans or Paul Goldschmidts of this coming generation, like that kind of level.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Adley in there.
Okay.
I think Adley will definitely emerge at the top in the next couple years. And then am I allowed to say Shane McClanahan?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Uh,
only been in the league for like 3 years, I think,
all right,
and he's been hurt like half of them.
yeah, I'll say him. And then also, oh, dude, I'm trying to think of the pitcher. All right, you're gonna have to give me a minute on my last one.
Okay.
You say a couple of yours real quick.
Okay. So I'm going to start off just kind of the duo here of Jackson Holiday and Adley Rutschman.
Okay.
I like the idea of like a tandem, kind of like what Ronald and Ozzy have done, but maybe on even a higher level. Because like Ozzy, yes, he's well known, but is he a superstar? Not really. I think
Yeah.
Holiday and Rutschman could definitely do it. Maybe more like an A-Rod Jeter. esque partnership with
Okay.
those two, and then I also have Julio, but he's kind of already up there.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
did you think of your fifth? You go ahead.
yeah, I got a dark horse.
Okay, let's hear it.
Michael Harris.
Yes, sir. I like it. He's not on
I
my
could
list,
see
but
it.
I like it.
He's got the power, he's got the
Yeah,
defense, and he's got the speed. He
yeah,
could definitely be a guy who in his future could win a triple crown in the NL.
yeah. He's a perfect 5 tool.
Exactly. Like and listen, that video was the best thing in the world that I've ever seen.
Yes. Oh my God, his reaction to Ronald Acuna's grand slam against the Dodgers in the what was it, the NLDS?
Yes. Like
Yeah,
if you have not seen that, you need to go on any social media that you have and just look up Michael Harris reaction to Ronald Acuna.
yeah.
That's it. And it will make your day.
It is fucking amazing. It's probably all of our reactions to that moment.
It's just so funny to watch.
Yeah. But my other two, Spencer Strider. I think he's going to be one of the shutdown starting pitchers of this coming generation.
Okay.
And then I think Emmanuel Clase is going to be a shutdown closer, a guy that you'll always fear when he gets on the mound.
He needs to fix his blown saves.
Yes, I know.
That's happening a lot. You can't become one of the best when you blow so many saves.
Yeah, but he's got time.
Yeah. Now, what about this name, Bobby Miller,
Maybe.
or like any of your Mariners pitchers like George Kirby or Logan
I
Gilbert?
do like that. I like Logan Gilbert probably the most. I think
Yeah.
George Kirby is fun to watch, but I think Logan Gilbert provides more excitement.
Yeah, Logan Gilbert's got that excitement. George Kirby could have the consistency,
Yeah.
something like that. But no, those are some good names that we just listed out.
Yeah, I like it. Let's look to the future again. So with the crazy turnaround of the Orioles in the last couple of years, who do you think is a team that makes the same kind of turnaround, or maybe a little bit lower? Because this is an absurd turnaround we've seen from the Orioles, but
Yeah.
a team that makes a big turnaround the next 2 or 3 years.
Give me the Royals.
Okay, you are a big Bobby Witt believer.
I am, but they also got like MJ Melendez,
Yeah.
Massey. Who's
Vinny
their first?
Pasquantino.
I was about to say that's your guy. You love Vinny,
I do love Vinny Pasquantino. He's really let me down this year, but
but yeah,
I still love him.
you know, like the pitching, you got Singer, and you got a
Yeah.
couple other guys who just need time, and then they'll be solid.
Yeah, I like that pick. I'm going with the Pirates because, like, we saw flashes of it this year. They have players there that can be good, and they have good young players. But
Yeah,
the best part is that the draft picks add up, and that's how the Royals have ended up in this position is having good draft picks. You have Jackson Holiday, who will probably be in the majors at the start of next season, and you have honestly Jackson Holiday might end up on the bench for the playoffs.
you you think so?
He could. He is surging, dude.
That would be what that would have to be like the quickest call up like in history, right?
Not like, well, there's guys that got drafted this year that are already pitching in the majors.
Oh yeah. Should we say like a position player then? Like the
Yeah,
quickest call up
it
for a
probably
position
would
player?
be one of the quickest for a position player. Probably especially for like a first round or like a first overall pick as a
Yeah.
position player. But yeah, I really do think he's that good to come up that quickly. But nonetheless, back to the Pirates, I think that these good picks that they're making early rounds, like this is the kind of thing that builds a team up, and it builds it up quickly because when you think about it, yeah, you're going to draft these guys and they're going to come up all at different times, but you're going to have a season where 4 or 5 guys just show up and cement
Mhm.
themselves in this team. It's
Yeah, like
happened
what
with the Braves. It's happened with the Orioles. Like it happens everywhere as long as you're willing to build up that talent.
yeah, one guy I really like for next year with the Pirates is Henry Davis.
Yeah, I
So,
think he's
like
already up and he's
no,
been great.
yeah, he's already up, but he's not having terrific like
No, he hasn't
through
been perfect, but he's
yeah, I
definitely
think
been
what
good.
through 51 games, he's batting 213.
Yeah, it's not great.
39 hits, 24 runs in 183 plate appearances.
Yeah.
He's struck out 48 times. But
Yeah.
here's the thing, he's also learning a new position. he got drafted as a catcher, and they have him in right field.
Yeah, that's weird to me. He should
Yeah,
be catching. He's a phenomenal catcher.
yeah. But what they made a trade for Austin Hedges. So
Yeah,
Hedges has been catching, and then so has Indy Rodriguez. That's really been their main catchers. I guess they really like Henry Davis's bat, and like they know he mainly got drafted because he could rake.
yeah,
So they just trying to find him a spot in the lineup. But I could see him catching next year because I don't think Austin Hedges stays. I think
yeah,
he
me neither.
retires after this year.
I don't know about
Um,
retires, but I definitely think he leaves.
Nobody else wants him.
Fair.
Like he's another perfect person to use for the immaculate grid because he's been all over the place.
He is a good one. But let's move to our next question. Who is your favorite player that never became great in the MLB?
Okay, this was like a weird one to think of, but could it be like in the past too?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, give me Martin Prado.
Oh, I like that. I also have a Brave. Julio Tehran.
Okay,
He
yeah,
was
you were a
like
big, you
he
were a
was like
big
my
Tehran.
favorite pitcher for like a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, you could go with Ender Inciarte too, because he was our main guy for our rebuild years.
I I think
Ender,
he joined in kind of at the end.
dude, Ender Inciarte, he stood tough
Like he
for us,
came
you know.
over in the Dansby Swanson trade,
Yeah,
and what that was 2017,
I don't know.
something like that.
He saw some pretty ugly years in Atlanta, though.
Yeah,
That's all I
definitely,
know. But
definitely.
no, I'm gonna stick with my Martin Prado pick.
All right, and then also Jerickson Profar.
Okay.
I think people forget
Yeah.
that he was the number one prospect at the end of 2013.
Yeah, dude, that dude. He's like the definition of a utility guy.
Yeah, but he
So
was
many
supposed to be
teams,
so good.
so many teams have played him at first base.
Yeah,
It's not even funny.
yeah. Also, while I was looking at this stuff, I was looking at like top prospects over the last, however many years. In 2012, Matt Moore was a higher rated prospect than Mike Trout and Bryce Harper.
Stop. You're
I am
lying.
not. You can go to MLB Pipeline, go back to 2012. Matt Moore was the number one prospect, and then it was Bryce Harper and then Mike Trout.
That's wild. If you're Matt Moore, bro,
Fuck
that's
you.
that's crazy.
All right, last question. NL MVP race, who's winning it?
Dude, it's if Acuna can heat up the bat right now, he's my hands down vote. But if it stays like at a consistent like decline with the bat like he just was at, then I'm gonna go Mookie.
Yeah, I think if Ronald can get 35-70,
Yeah.
I think he's got it.
Yeah. But like Mookie's just like doing ungodly stuff right
Yeah,
now.
Mookie might hit 40 home runs. He
Yeah,
needs
and
5 more.
we saw what he did at the home run derby. I mean, dude, that's wild.
Yeah,
Like I never would have thought I'd see him with this many home runs after what he showed me at the home run derby.
exactly.
And I never honestly after like the start of Acuna's season, I for sure thought Acuna was gonna be high, like have higher home run and like RBIs and stuff than Mookie.
Yeah, which I guess with both of their scenarios, it's like Acuna, I think he has the best on base percentage in the MLB.
Yeah,
So he's not always, and both of them hitting the leadoff spot. Mookie not quite as much, but still primarily their leadoff hitter. And the fact that Mookie has such good RBI numbers is pretty amazing.
yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
I guess I mean you have the Dodgers. They don't hit as many home runs as the Braves,
true.
so you're getting more RBI doubles and stuff.
Yeah,
Where the Braves, you're hitting solo shots, so the RBIs really aren't up there unless you're Matt Olson.
yeah. He's got plenty of RBIs. So your final take right here. We got 1 month to go. Who wins the NL MVP?
Who wins? Like my pick right now. Who
Yeah,
wins
who wins it?
an MVP? I'm going Acuna.
Okay, I am too. I feel like we couldn't go any other way.
I feel like this series with the Rockies, he's about to heat up.
I like it.
Like it's about to get ugly for the opposing teams, and I can't wait for the homestand that we have for. I think it's against the Cardinals and the Pirates.
Oh, baby.
We have to sweep that.
Yeah. I hope we see Adam Wainwright. Acuna's going 4 for 4 with 4 homers.
Dude, that's
And somehow he's going to get a stolen base.
yeah. He's gonna go. He's gonna go 5 for 5.
Yeah.
He's gonna have 3 homers, 2 singles, and 4 stolen bases.
Yeah, steal all the way around.
Dude, love to see it.
I would as well. I think everybody would love to see that. But that's going to do it for the MLB questions. Let's get into the NFL news. The big news here is all the releases following the conclusion of the preseason. So I'm just going to run through them. We'll make some quick comments once I'm done. So the Bears released QB PJ Walker and offensive lineman Alex Leatherwood. The Giants released James Robinson, the running back. The Commanders released quarterback Jake Fromm. The Cardinals released quarterback Colt McCoy. The Bengals released Trevor Siemian. The Broncos waived Ben DiNucci. The Chargers waived Max Duggan. The Browns released kicker Cade York. The Dolphins released running back Myles Gaskin. And the Patriots released quarterback Trace McSorley. Those were the ones where I at least knew their names. So that's why they're on here. There was plenty more. But any of these that surprised you?
Yeah, a couple of them. One being Dolphins running back Myles Gaskin.
I don't know. With them drafting Devin A. Chain and they've been showing some interest in Jonathan Taylor, I'm not that surprised.
Yeah, but Taylor's not a certainty. So
Yeah.
right now your running backs are what? Raheem Mostert and A Chain. That's it.
And I think they still have Jeff Wilson Jr.
I thought is Wilson still is he still with the Dolphins? I thought he went somewhere
sure.
else. I don't know.
I'll check
But
real quick.
yeah, because A Chain's gonna be used more as a special teams role to start out with.
Yeah, they do have Jeff Wilson Jr. still.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I can see that because Gaskin had a rapid decline there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel man, my boy Alex Leatherwood. Come on. You ain't gotta do him like that. He's
Play
good.
better.
He's good.
He hasn't been.
I'll take him in an ATL.
I don't need any more offensive linemen. We're good.
Man, we need all the offensive linemen.
No, we don't. We have a good offensive line.
We'll see.
I don't think people understand that.
But what do you think about the Colt McCoy?
I'm fine with it just because the Cardinals are obviously trying to win 0 games.
Like they traded for Josh Dobbs.
Yeah,
And then they said a rookie, I forget his name,
Clayton
was going to
Tune.
be he's going to be the third string.
Yeah, but not really because now Colt McCoy's gone, and we're going to get into it later, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Kyler Murray isn't going to come off of the unable to perform list, so the PUP list, by the deadline, I think today or tomorrow. He's not going to come off that. So he won't be active. Like, they won't even be able to let him play until after week 4. So he's already missing 4 weeks.
So Josh Dobbs is going to be the starter, huh?
We don't know because Jonathan Gannon also said that he's not naming a starter for week 1. He said he wants to keep the competitive advantage.
So that just means Zach Ertz is going to be the starting QB for the Arizona Cardinals.
It'll be fucking Buda Baker.
Until he gets turf toe and is out too.
Yeah. But I'm kind of surprised by Max Duggan. I thought the Chargers would hold on to him.
Yeah, that was super weird. Like,
Kinda
especially
sucks.
like so young.
He'll be an interesting one. Somebody's going to pick him up.
Yeah. Not my boy DiNucci though.
Yeah, he sucks though.
Yeah. Has some of the best memes though.
Fair. Trevor Siemian also fucking sucks. Jake Fromm's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Trace McSorley is pretty bad.
PJ Walker is relatable because, I mean, Justin Fields is just him.
Yeah. Justin Fields is just the better version of PJ Walker.
No, but Cade York getting released by the Browns.
Yeah, so that one was weird, but then they ended up I don't even think I included it in this list of trades that we're about to talk about, but the Browns traded for Dustin Hopkins because he um, lost the kicker battle to Cameron Dicker in for the Chargers.
Yeah. Well, Dicker's better than Dustin Hopkins.
Yeah, shout out Texas.
Yes, sir. Yeah, not surprised by a bunch of these.
No,
I'm interested to see if James Robinson goes anywhere because I mean he's a good running
yeah,
back.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure Gaskin will end up on a team. I'm sure PJ Walker will probably get picked up by somebody. Maybe
I
not
could see
immediately, but
I
he
could
could.
see James Robinson going to the Vikes.
That's not bad. Yeah,
Pair him up with Madison.
yeah. I
I
don't
like
mind
that.
that. But let's talk about some trades that happened. The big one, the 49ers traded Trey Lance to the Cowboys for their 2024 fourth round pick. A little backstory here. So it looks like Trey Lance requested to be traded on Wednesday. 49ers discussed a potential deal with some teams. The Cowboys stepped up, had the best package being that fourth round pick. And so they got that trade done. But Trey Lance only played 8 games for the 49ers. That's the fewest games played by a top 5 pick with the team he debuted with since the start of the common draft era in 1967.
Yeah. I mean, they gave him his shot.
Yeah,
He just either didn't perform or he couldn't stay healthy.
exactly. And then Cowboys owner and GM and judge, jury, and executioner Jerry Jones had a comment on the Trey Lance trade. Said, "I don't want to plan on, count on, or wish for help from him this year," which is kind of weird thing to say.
Yeah, why would you trade for him if you just don't want him to impact your team?
I have no idea. I think he is on purpose there. If Dak gets hurt, there's a prospect of him being good.
So wait, let me ask you: is Trey Lance QB 2 or 3?
I don't know. Cooper Rush, pretty good.
I was about to say like Cooper Rush has shown them that Cooper Rush can win games.
Yeah,
So I would honestly put Cooper Rush at QB 2
right
and
now
put Trey Lance at QB 3,
that's how ESPN has the depth chart. Cooper Rush at
which
2.
which makes it so stupid for them to trade for Trey Lance.
Yeah,
And I think it's so funny with how high he got drafted that right now he's only worth a fourth round pick.
true. Like Josh
Like,
Dobbs worth a fifth. Well, Josh Dobbs and a seventh round pick is worth a fifth.
yeah, but I mean, right now I'd say Josh Dobbs is better than Trey Lance.
Maybe. I don't know about that.
You're gonna get better production as of right now from Dobbs than Lance.
Well, yeah, because Dobbs can stay on the field
Exactly.
and he's smart.
We're not talking about this again.
Why not? It's the only interesting thing about Josh Dobbs, other than that he is shiny bald.
That he gave up a job at NASA to play football.
Yeah, whatever. Um,
Stupid.
So yeah, speaking of Josh Dobbs, him and a seventh round pick in 2024 were sent to the Cardinals for a 2024 fifth round pick. So Josh Dobbs, Clayton Tune, one of them's gonna start. They're probably just gonna like. I think the Cardinals think that the first 4 weeks of the season are the preseason, so they'll both probably play all the snaps. We'll probably see them on the field at the same time.
Yeah, you're gonna see Josh Dobbs in the slot.
Yeah, fuck it.
Clayton Tune QB.
Who knows? But the Cardinals also made another move, which was a good move because Isaiah Simmons has fucking sucked. They traded him to the New York Giants for a seventh round pick. It's just a
Damn.
matter of letting a guy restart. He needs a restart, man.
Yeah.
He was
Needs to find a new
so
home.
talented coming out of Clemson.
And that just sucked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what happened. He has been abysmal for the Cardinals. So it makes sense. And then the Colts rejected the Dolphins' offer for Jonathan Taylor, but it looks like 2 teams are interested in getting a deal done, though they haven't said who those teams are. It's likely the Dolphins and another team.
I think the other team is the Vikings.
Yeah, you think they're that desperate to go out for a running back?
I don't think that they believe 100% in Alexander Madison, and I
They
feel like if
probably
they could
shouldn't.
listen, if you get a running back like Jonathan Taylor and you get him happy to be there, bro, like that opens up Jay Jettis and Jordan Addison so much.
Yeah,
Because right now defenses are just preparing to just for the passing game.
yeah. You know a team that could really use a Jonathan Taylor?
Who?
Probably the fucking Colts. They could really use a Jonathan Taylor. It's too bad they
Who's
fucked that up.
who's their running back right now?
Probably Anthony Richardson.
Fuck, James Robinson might go to the Colts.
Maybe. Let's see. Right
Jeez.
now, Zach Moss, who broke his arm a couple weeks ago, and Deion Jackson and Evan Hull.
Deion Jackson's good.
Yeah? Where do you go to
That's all,
college?
that's all I'm gonna say.
Where do you go to college?
What?
You know who he is? Where do you go to college?
Duke?
Okay. Because you're looking at his ESPN page right now.
Nah, I knew he was a Blue Devil.
What about Evan Hull?
Evan Hull, I have no fucking idea.
He went to Northwestern, round 5.
Okay. I could care less about that kid. Why would I care about him, Grayson?
Why would you care about Deion Jackson? Last year he had 13 carries.
We saw some good things out of him.
He only had 51 yards. Like, that's not crazy.
Okay. For 13 carries, I'll take 51 yards.
All right, whatever.
Man, shut up.
All right, let's move on to just the normal news. Josh Jacobs is returning to the Raiders with a revised 1-year contract. Not really surprised, but I think he might. I think he has the opportunity to make $14 million with incentives.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
solid.
Yeah, I'm glad he's back. I'm sure he's not happy, but he is back. Julian Edelman is joining Fox as an analyst for Fox Sunday Kickoff. Pretty
So
excited.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I think this is a Bill Belichick ploy.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
He's
I
going to
always
be in
thought
his ear.
Edelman. I always thought Edelman would be a good analyst.
Yeah, I love his podcasts.
Yeah.
And like whenever he comes on Pardon My Take, he's great. So I really like Edelman and like his personality when it comes to media. So he'll be an interesting one to have on there. And also a World Series or not World Series, a Super Bowl MVP.
Oh,
And a multi-time Super Bowl winner, played wide receiver for one of the greatest dynasties in the NFL and caught passes from the greatest quarterback ever. So he's got some stories to tell and he's got experience. So I'm sure he'll be great.
yeah, no doubt. I love the word blunders that we're having today.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Like you said, Logert
Look, I got
earlier.
yeah.
You should have a jersey that says Logert now. That'd be sick.
All right. Well, you started us off wrong by saying
Yeah.
rock and
Rock
load.
and load.
Look, I got an assignment that's due in 3 hours, and it's a long assignment. I'm struggling. It's got my head. But let's move on. The Falcons are working out former Patriots corner Malcolm Butler.
Oh.
I like it. Whether he
Ooh.
tried to retire and then came back or not, I like it.
I could use. I don't know why I said I could use. We could use the veteran experience at cornerback right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially when your corners are Jeff Okudah and AJ Terrell. I think you need some veteran leadership there.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. And he knows how to win a Super Bowl. So
True, against the Falcons.
shut up.
Don't think I'm happy about that. Like we said earlier, the Cardinals are not likely to activate Kyler off the PUP list by the deadline, meaning that he'll miss the first 4 weeks of the season. And then Jonathan Gannon said they won't name a Week 1 starter to keep the competitive advantage, which means I don't know who's better. Actually, it's probably I don't know who's worse between those two, Clayton Tune and Josh Dobbs. So he's just going to throw somebody out there. But
It's got to be Josh Dobbs.
maybe.
Just for the experience, it's got to be him.
But do they even want to win games? No.
Or do they just want to tank for?
Get Caleb Williams, bro.
Yeah, tank for Caleb.
Yeah, I think that's the play. But this is a great news. The Vikings are looking to extend Jay Jettas before the season starts.
That would be solid.
Yeah, dude, if they get that man paid before this year, holy shit.
He about to ball out.
Yeah, you're about to change the fucking contracts for wide receivers. Shit. He's going to get paid fucking Lamar Jackson money.
Yeah. He deserves it though. So
He does, man. He deserves all the money they pay him. So hopefully they get something worked out. But the next one is so tough. Bucks offensive lineman Ryan Jensen appears to have suffered another season-ending injury for the second year in a row.
Damn, that's
That
brutal.
just, yeah, it fucking sucks. And he was pretty emotional about it. He had a press conference, and yeah, like it's so hard to see because he is phenomenal.
Yeah, and I mean, when you get injured the first time, you work so hard in rehab to get back to the level of play that you were at before you got hurt.
Yeah,
Just for it to happen again, man, it's just heartbreaking.
yeah, it's just the worst. So hopefully we get to see him this year. Hopefully he can come back quickly. But nonetheless, I really wish that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But our final thing here for the NFL is that C.J. Stroud has been confirmed as the Week 1 starter for the Texans, meaning that Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Anthony Richardson will all start Week 1.
Hmm. Sounds like 3 losses to me.
Yeah, primarily the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers about to get
Rise
popped.
up. Rise up, baby.
Yes, sir. Desmond Ritter is about to go like 8 for 10, and Bijan's about to rush for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns.
8 for 10.
We're about to see some Marcus Mariota shit out of that.
Well, if you think he's going 8-10, I'm definitely not drafting Kyle Pitts or Drake London this year in fantasy.
Honestly, I'm not.
I don't know. We'll see.
The only way I would be happy with the passing game is if Taylor Heineke is at QB.
Yeah, and he just lets Kyle Pitts run as far down the field as he can.
He just bombs it.
Yeah, which kind of sounds like a fun thing to watch. It might not be successful.
Yeah, just have Drake London run down the left side, Kyle Pitts run down the middle, and Matt Collins run down the right side, and just throw Hail Marys every time.
Fuck it. I'm down.
They're going to work every once in a while.
If we look really bad through like the first 4 games, fuck it. Bring in Heineke.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's
Arthur
get.
Smith said that.
Yeah, look, he's there for
He's-
a reason. He's not there to
Yeah.
just sit and watch.
I think I saw like an article where like he's given Ritter like 4 weeks to prove that he's the guy, and if not, they're going to look at Heineke.
Good. That's good. That's the right decision. But let's talk where all these guys came from. College
Yes, sir.
football, it has officially begun, and I'm ready, man. I am so excited. And let's go ahead and talk about what happened last week. Week 0, we had a couple of games. Notably, we'll start here. Notre Dame versus Navy in Ireland. It went just about how we expected. 42-3 final score. Obviously, Notre Dame's the one that scored 42. Sam Hartman looked fucking great. 19
Yeah.
for 23, 251 yards, 4 touchdowns. I couldn't ask for more out of a debut with Notre Dame for Sam Hartman.
Yeah, Notre Dame looks strong.
Yeah, the rushing game looked great. Audric Esteem, I believe is how you say it. 16 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown. Jeremiah Love, 4 carries, 40 yards. Good day of work.
That's solid.
Yeah.
There.
So, and the defense looked great. But then again, Navy, new offense, it just didn't match up right for them at all. But
No.
not much else to talk about with this one. Actually, let's talk about Sam Hartman, who has a necklace with his broken rib on it.
What?
Yeah, he had a rib that he had to get removed because it was like shattered. And he took the pieces and put them on a necklace.
Huh.
I think that's just football guy shit. Like, there's
Yeah.
nobody else is doing shit like that.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to just get in your opponent's head. Like, dude, that guy has his rib hanging from his neck.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, crazy. But let's talk USC San Jose State. USC takes it 56-28, but it was a close one. USC was only up 21-14 at the half. They really pulled away with it in the third quarter, though, and it was enough to get it done. Caleb Williams had a great performance, 18 for 25, 278, 4 touchdowns. Didn't see much out of him on the ground, which I'm not that surprised by, but 8 carries, he had -2 yards, which I think counts sacks. I think that's how college works. for those stats, but still, I was hoping to see more out of Caleb Williams, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like it seems like the first half they were just running a lot. They tried to implement a strong running game, and as
Yeah.
you could tell, that did not work. As against going up against San Jose State.
Yeah, who had
You're
a great running game.
exactly you're up what'd you say 20, 21-14.
Yeah, at the half.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Like
But
Quali Conley, 6 carries, 108 yards.
yeah, he had a long of 57.
Yeah, and then Siobhan Cordero, 10 carries, 52 yards. Like, their run game was phenomenal, and USC just looked kind of flat in that first half.
Yeah. But no, then coming back from halftime, Caleb Williams looked like the Heisman winner we know he is.
Yeah, for sure. Was hoping to see a little more Mario Williams in this. He only had 2 receptions for 26 yards, but Taj Washington, 2 receptions, 85 yards, one of them being a 76-yard touchdown. Zachariah Branch, 4 receptions, 58 yards. He picked up a touchdown as well. So there's a ton of guys on this team that got receptions in this one, and I like that from USC, spreading the ball around the field.
Yeah, and one of the wide receivers we were high on, Dorian Singer, 4 receptions, 41 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
yeah, definitely. Brendan Rice, who I believe just transferred there. I could be wrong. Yeah, just transferred there from Colorado. Maybe that was the year before. Either way, he picked up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, solid work.
So
Caleb Williams sharing the love.
yeah, so UFC off to kind of a rocky start. Outside of that second half, they did not look good. Really, outside of the third quarter, they were not the team they should have been against San Jose State.
Yeah.
So we'll see where the road takes them. But easily the best game of week 0. Vandy, oh man, we're struggling today, Colin.
Vandy, Hawaii.
Vandy, Hawaii. Thank you. A thriller. Vandy takes it 35-28, but Hawaii certainly wasn't going to let them run away with it.
Yeah, but hey, listen, Vanderbilt's at the top of the SEC East right now.
Yes, they are. Correct.
The only time they will be there this whole season.
Probably, yeah. I'd have to assume that's the case.
AJ Swan didn't look horrible.
No, he wasn't that bad. I like Hawaii's quarterback though. I know he threw 2 picks, but Braden Shager, 351 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Pretty fucking good.
that's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, both these teams really passing oriented. The total rushing yards between the two teams, 79. But yeah, the passing game looked great. You had Pofeli Ashlock, 7 receptions, 127 yards, and a touchdown for Hawaii. Stephen McBride, 7 receptions, 98 yards for 2 touchdowns. Great games from them. For Vanderbilt, Jaden McGowan, 6 receptions, 72 yards. Will Shepard, 6 receptions, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, Gamarian Carter, 1 reception, 41 yards. London Humphreys, 1 reception, 32 yards, touchdown. Like, this is good stuff out of both of these teams. It makes me pretty excited to watch these offenses throughout the year.
Yeah, I don't forget Jaden McGowan's 97-yard kickoff return.
Yeah.
In the first quarter.
Yeah. So the leading receiver and a kickoff return to the house.
Yeah, that's some good shit right there.
Yeah. They both these teams look good. Maybe Vandy should have won by a lot more. But nonetheless, I think I was pleasantly surprised by Hawaii's offense.
Yeah, I mean, hey, a win in college football, a win is a win.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you can start your season, especially when you're an SEC team, with a win, you're heading in the right direction.
Correct.
And never count out the Rainbow Warriors.
I was about to say, the Rainbow Warriors, man. I don't think they're the Rainbow Warriors anymore, though. I think they've gone away from the Rainbow title. Have they?
On ESPN.
Yeah,
They're still the Rainbow Warriors.
still the Rainbow Warriors. Shout out. All right. Let's get into our college football season predictions. We'll start off with our conference winners. So Power Five. Let's start. SEC. Who's winning it? I've been all over the place because I've changed my answer since just our preview happened.
Yeah, as have I. So my winner is going to be Alabama.
And so is mine.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what did it. I really can't explain why.
It's the video I sent you.
No, it's not. I
it
definitely
is.
didn't watch it.
Oh, fuck me.
But there's just I don't know what it is. I love LSU's team this year. I love Tennessee, I love Georgia, I love Alabama. For some reason, Alabama just like it works in my head because everybody was doubting them all summer.
Yup.
And all of the sudden, the season's about to start, and we're like, oh shit, Alabama's going to win the conference. Alabama's going to win the national championship. What the fuck? Like, what even happened in these 2 weeks? Nothing. Nothing fucking happened to change anybody's mind. But the media started talking, and I got fucking pulled in.
We still don't have a quarterback right now.
Yeah.
We'll know by week 2, honestly. To see how we play against Texas, we will see.
That's true. How about Big Ten? Who's winning the Big Ten this year?
Big Ten, I'm going to go Michigan.
Okay, I'm going Ohio State. Mainly
Yeah.
because I think Penn State's going to beat Michigan in the regular season.
Really?
Kind of throw their things off.
Okay. I mean, I like Michigan's offense this year.
All right.
I really do.
And then the Pac-12. Who's winning the Pac-12?
What, USC?
Ah, come on, man. Washington.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
You think Penix has got that dog in him?
Dude, I think Penix has got that dog in him. I think the rest of the players, like our Pac-12 preview was chock full of Washington players.
Yeah, it was, but I think when the time comes, I think USC is just gonna get it done.
I don't know, man. I like Washington this year a lot.
Okay.
ACC, I took Florida State. I can't go anywhere else.
See, that's where you're wrong, Grayson.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. It's Florida State.
I was about to say, if your ass says Clemson, you're out of your fucking mind.
Nah, give me Duke.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just kidding. No, Florida State all day, every day.
Good. And then Big 12.
Texas.
Same. Are they back, though?
Texas is back.
Oh, shit. He fucking said it. You hear that,
Texas
Carson?
is back.
You hear that, Carson? He did
Give me a raise.
He said it. Texas is back. Horns down, though.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Heisman Final Four prediction. Who is sitting front row at the Heisman ceremonies in New York?
All right. I'm putting Caleb Williams back in there.
Okay.
Just hitting the top 4. Okay. And then the thing is, I don't think it'll be all 4 quarterbacks.
Okay.
I honestly think Xavier Worthy is going to be in the top 4 as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he's about to look like unstoppable this year.
All right.
And was going to be there. And then, what is it? Harold Perkins from LSU.
Are you just picking 4 different positions?
No. I'm honestly not, because my last one's a QB too.
Okay. It would be insane if there is 2 quarterbacks, a wide receiver, and a linebacker.
Just, dude, listen to me, bro. Like, we talked about Harold Perkins.
He's going to be great. I don't doubt that at all. Is he going to be at the Heisman ceremony? No.
I don't know. I honestly, it was a toss-up, honestly, for me to put him in there, but I think he will.
I don't think so. All right,
And
who's your other quarterback?
I'm going to throw Michael Penix in there.
All right. Yeah, my 4, Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, Drake May, and Jordan Travis. No SEC.
Okay.
Fuck the SEC.
Yeah. Good list.
All right, who's your winner out of that 4?
I think Caleb Williams is going to take it.
Nah. That's
Back to
fucking
back.
lame.
Back to back.
Jordan Travis.
I don't think so.
It's going to be fucking Jordan Travis.
Really? You want to put
Yes.
money on it?
I'll put money on it not being Caleb Williams.
No. You want to put money that it's Jordan Travis?
You think I don't already have it?
Come on now. Caleb Williams back to back.
Fuck no.
Yes,
The
sir.
voters are smarter than that. They know
I don't
better.
know. We'll see.
All right.
We will see.
Who's making the college football playoff in order? 4-1.
In order.
Yep.
4-1.
Yep.
So 4. Let me get Florida State at the 4.
Yes, sir. Me too.
All right, and then number 3. Number 3, give me USC.
I have Georgia. Dude, I told you, my idea of the SEC this season has entirely changed in the month since we've done the SEC preview.
Okay.
So I've got Georgia at 3.
All right, I got Michigan at 2.
I got Ohio State at 2.
And I got Alabama at 1.
Me too.
Okay. So 1 and 4 is we're gonna see an Alabama versus Florida State matchup.
Yes, a
in the playoff.
rematch of the Chick-fil-A kickoff game where you guys injured fucking DeAndre Francois and ruined my life. You subjected me to James Blackman for 2 fucking years.
That shit was so funny.
It's ridiculous.
Ah.
But nonetheless, who's winning that matchup 1 versus 4?
Oh, it's Alabama.
Okay, I agree.
It'll be a good ass game.
Unfortunately, I agree.
I think Alabama wins on a like a game winning like touchdown drive.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like an easy win.
No, it's
For
gonna be a
Bama.
good ass game.
Yeah.
Both
in
one
the
and
same boat.
so this year, I think will be the best playoff matchups like in like the past 5 years.
Well, good, because it's the last Final Four or the last 4-team playoff that we'll see. So maybe this era will go out with a bang. Who wins your 2-3 matchup? You have Michigan USC, correct?
Yeah, I'm going USC.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
we will see a Bama USC national championship.
Yeah, I think you're just objectively wrong. But my 2-3 matchup, Ohio State Georgia, I think Georgia wins, and we see the round 3, Alabama versus Georgia.
We see Carson Beck versus whoever the fuck Alabama. Probably gonna be Ty Simpson,
Probably.
who's everyone's calling him the next Mac Jones of Alabama.
Yeah. We'll
God,
see.
I'm scared.
So yeah,
I'm scared.
Alabama Georgia, who wins? Or I guess yours is Alabama USC.
Yeah, I'm taking. You know, I gotta say Crimson Tide to the house. Let's go.
Unfortunately, I'm in
Dub.
the same boat. I think Alabama
Dub.
takes Georgia this time.
And then
They
next,
beat
you
them
know,
2 times in one season.
Alabama back on top.
Maybe. We'll
Man,
see.
you just said it.
Hey, I'm not right. We don't know if any of this is right. We could have said every single thing that we just said in the past 8 minutes that we've been doing this could be
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Top 4 could be like LSU, Penn State,
Fucking
Texas, and
Tulane.
Tennessee.
Yeah. It
That'd
really
be a
could.
solid. That'd be a weird ass.
That would be a 0
playoff.
viewership playoff.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that does it. Alabama's winning the title, confirmed by Second and Short.
Mhm.
As much
I'm
as
not biased, I swear.
As much as I didn't want it to happen.
I'm not biased, I swear.
Okay. Whatever. You can say that all you want. We're not going to fucking believe you. But let's do it. Let's get into college football week 1.
Let's
Preview.
go.
The real football starts this weekend.
So excited.
And let's start. You know what? We're going to talk about 4 games. I only have 3 games on here, but I forgot about Florida, Utah.
Yes, sir.
We have a rematch from last year's season opener. Last year it was in Gainesville. This year in Utah, Salt Lake City at Rice Eccles Stadium.
Utah's about to curb stomp.
Yeah.
Florida.
I think Utah is going to beat the fucking brakes off of this Florida team.
Especially with the game being in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and especially because Graham Mertz is Florida's starting quarterback.
Florida, I still, believe that to this day, Florida will be last in the SEC East.
I don't know about last, but they're not going to be good. There's going to be a transition period.
Vanderbilt's gonna finish better than them.
Yeah, I'll give them this. Billy Napier's a good coach, good
Mhm.
recruiter. They're I think they have a top 5 recruiting class this year.
Yeah.
So, that's good on them. Their team is going to suck this year. 100%. All right, Utah favorite 6.5. Over under 44.5. What are you thinking there? You think Utah can cover a 6.5 point spread?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Okay, over under 44.5. I don't know.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna go under just because I think Utah is gonna hold Florida to so few points.
Yeah.
I see this game as like a
Like a
35-7.
35-3.
Yeah, 35-3, 35-7 type of game.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
like a
go
28-14.
I'm gonna go 49 zip.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't think Florida's gonna score.
All right. Well, that does it. Utah's going to kick the shit out of Florida. But our matchup, and that one's on Thursday night, 8 p.m. on ESPN.
We got to do a matchup of the day for Friday before we get into Saturday.
Is there any good matchups on Friday?
You got Miami versus Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm good. You got Howard
Louisville,
versus
Georgia
Eastern
Tech.
Michigan.
You got Louisville versus Georgia Tech.
Whoa. Oh, Stanford versus Hawaii.
I'm
Hawaii
going
is going
Rainbow
to kick
Warriors.
the shit out of them, dude.
I'm going Rainbow Warriors.
100%.
Bro, tickets as low as $29. You trying to fly out to Hawaii and go to the game?
No, I'm not trying to spend $1,000 to go to Hawaii.
Bro, listen. So the Miami versus Miami, Ohio, the game's down in Miami, Florida. Bro, they have tickets as cheap as $7
Yeah.
for that game. That is wild.
I'm only going if Ben Roethlisberger's going. All right, let's talk about Saturday because that's what matters, and Sunday as well.
The best day. Best
Saturday, we've got a ton of great games, a ton of shitters, but let's start with the big one at noon. Colorado versus number 17 TCU. TCU is favored by 21 points.
I think TCU loses.
I do too. I think that line is absurd. It's moved down to 20.5. Still, that's crazy.
I think Dion comes out and they just start kicking some ass.
I don't know if it's going to be like a blowout, but
I think it's going to.
Colorado
Right, sorry,
definitely has a chance to win. A 20.5 point spread is like a how bad you think they're going to beat them type of spread. Colorado can be in this game.
Yeah. Here, so I think Colorado's going to be up 14-3 going into half.
Okay.
And then TCU brings it back to like 17-14, and then Colorado wins. What did I say? What is it? 21-17. I think Colorado wins 21-17.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So obviously we don't think TCU covers the spread, but over under 64.
64?
That's a big hill to climb. That's 42 for each team to push.
Yeah, that's a big under.
Yeah, I think you have to take it. I know these are going to be two offenses that are just going to be throwing the ball and two defenses that probably don't care, but Colorado has good defensive players. Like Travis Hunter is so fucking good.
TCU's got some good corners too.
Yeah. So
if anything, it's going to be the run game.
Yeah, I think if you live in a gambling state, smash that under.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah, I think ultimately maybe TCU does win, personally. I think I've got them probably like I'm going to say like a 38-35.
Okay, so you think it's going to be that high scoring?
Yeah, but it's not going to hit that over.
Yeah.
But let's get to Saturday night's game, a battle of the Carolinas. UNC versus South Carolina. UNC number 21. Last time I checked, they were favored by 2.5. They still are. So yeah, UNC is favored by 2.5. I think UNC takes it just off of Drake May.
Yeah. Yeah,
He is
I
so
agree.
good.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think Spencer Rattler's gonna be able to hang.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to have a good start to the season, kind of, per usual.
Yeah. The first, 3 or 4 games, he just sucks, and then he starts to play a little bit better, and
Yeah.
then at the end of the season versus those cupcake teams again, he starts, being the best quarterback in college football, and then everybody's like, "Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
He's
like
back."
last year when he beat that cupcake team, Tennessee.
Like, what
But
fucking
look,
insane.
I think South Carolina can have an okay season, but
This game's gonna set the tone
yeah.
on how well they play this game is
And the
gonna set
fact that North Carolina is only favored by 2.5 is a testament to how good South Carolina can be. Because North
Yeah.
Carolina is a good team.
Yeah.
So I ultimately I think I'm taking North Carolina probably by a touchdown. Probably let's say 20. No, let's go 31-24. They both kick a field goal.
I got a high flying offense for both sides
Okay.
this game, so I'm going 45-42.
All right. So UNC still covers the spread, but only by a half a point.
Yeah.
All right. 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, Camping World Stadium.
Game of the week.
Yeah. LSU, number 5 LSU, goes down to Orlando to face number 8 Florida State, a team with the most All-Americans in college football.
This is
Sorry,
going to be
the
such a
most
good game.
players in ESPN's top 100 preseason rankings. LSU is favored 2.5 points. Over under at 56. What's your predictions here, Colin?
I think Florida State's going to take it, but it's going to be a fucking great game
Yeah.
to watch, and I think Florida State's going to win by a touchdown.
Okay, yeah. I hope it doesn't end like last year because I just about shit myself.
You wanted to
I wanted to die until he missed that field goal.
Yeah.
Like, that was absurd. I can't do that to start the season this year. I'm fine with those down the road. Don't
Yeah,
start
but
the season like that, man.
yeah, but no, what a game to kick off college football for week 1.
Yeah, I would have rather lost by a touchdown.
Yeah, okay, we're not talking about that anymore. We're talking about the great matchup that we have
Yeah.
on a Sunday night.
Yeah, it's going
You
to
know,
be 88 degrees.
after the kids are asleep, getting ready for school. Or no, wait, no, is that Labor Day weekend?
Yes, it is.
All right, never mind. Kids aren't going to school. We're partying.
Fuck school.
This is more important than school, okay? Because we're back. College football is back.
Yes. All right. I don't think LSU covers the spread.
What's the spread?
2.5.
No, I don't think so.
I have to take Florida State. I have to.
You don't have to.
I want to as well.
Yeah.
But I love what both of these teams have to offer on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I love the defenses. I love the offenses. I love both of those for Florida State a little bit more. But I'm gonna go a pretty close one. I'm gonna say 27-24 Florida State.
Okay. I like that. I'm gonna go 28-21.
All right. So no field goals.
No.
No field goals. All right.
Not like last year.
Fair enough. Well, only other notable matchup I guess would be Clemson Duke on Monday. Everybody's gonna be watching it, so
I got one matchup that could be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
And that's Penn State, West Virginia.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Incarnate Word versus UTEP, but whatever.
Why the fuck would I say?
I'm just kidding.
That's like if I said FIU versus Maine. I don't care.
Maybe you should.
All right, fine.
Maybe there's maybe the next Brock Purdy is playing one of these matchups, man.
Yeah, the QB for UT Martin is just gonna shove it down Georgia's throats.
Yeah, whatever. Rhode Island versus Georgia State in Atlanta. $7 for a ticket. Oh shit! Kent State at UCF. Tickets as low as $3.
Yeah, where's the game at? UCF?
Yeah, Orlando, Florida, baby. You could
Or
go
we can
down,
go.
hit the double feature, pay $3 to watch UCF play Kent State, and then the next day pay $150 to watch Florida State and LSU play.
Yeah, you can go to Ole Miss, watch Mercer play in Oxford for $3.
There you go. $5. South Dakota versus Missouri in Missouri.
Yeah, but it's cheaper to go to Mercer versus Ole Miss than it is for Robert Morris versus Air Force. Like
Dude, it's
what?
cheaper than North Carolina A&T at UAB.
Hey, bro, UAB's nasty.
Maybe.
What are they? What are they? The Trailblazers?
Yeah, but they're like a dragon.
Yeah, sick as fuck.
How about
But
Tennessee
yeah, no,
State at Notre Dame?
yeah, I'm rooting for Tennessee State.
All right. Well, there's probably no other matchups worth talking about.
No.
So let's wrap this up with a good old stake your claim. Colin, what's on your mind?
Oh, dude, you ready for this?
I guess.
We're keeping it in college football, and it has to do with the Heisman winner, and I've already said it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say it again. Caleb Williams will win it back-to-back years.
Fair enough. Well, what's funny is I wrote this before we even started the podcast, so I had no idea what you were going to say. I think Caleb Williams will far underperform his expectations this season.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we have a stake your claim that involves the same person without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Is that a first?
I'm sure it's happened before, but look, Caleb Williams just look, he's a great quarterback. He'll probably still go number 1 next year. But I don't know. It's going to be hard to do what he did last year considering how good the Pac-12 is.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. But
And we'll break all this stuff down for you guys as we move on through the season.
of course. And the best way to keep up with everything is to follow us on all the social platforms. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, join the Reddit. I can't ask enough to join the Reddit because I want it to start. I really do. I just need some people to join up in there, start asking us questions. But make sure you're following on all the podcast platforms as well. Apple, Amazon, Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube, like on YouTube, comment. Do whatever you'd like to show some support. But and housekeeping, real quick, little bit of housekeeping. The clips on socials, you've probably realized I haven't posted one in a couple weeks. School year is a little busy so far, so it's pretty hard to take some time out to post some clips. But I'll try and get some out, especially with college football and NFL heating up. I know you guys want to see it, so yeah, I think that does it for us. Colin, you ready for next week? We'll have an interesting episode there, talking week 1 and week 2 of college football, and
Bro,
we'll be previewing Thursday Night Football.
yes. I'm telling you, if you're a sports fan, this is the best time of the year.
It definitely is. So make sure
So,
you're paying attention. And Colin will see y'all next week. I will see y'all Friday with Luke. We've got an eventful week for me and Luke. So we'll see y'all later. Peace.
later.